Hey, what's good, guys? So we're going to be casting this game between a Sword Stalker here in the blue at 1038 versus Victor Vendetta 215 in the red at 1079. So it looks like our player in the blue probably had... oh, no, he did not have a Hornet in his hand. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't send another one. But it looks like our player in the blue is playing Inzektros. He's playing Armageddon Knight, which is interesting. Personally, I actually switched to Mystic Tomato. I never played with Armageddon Knight, though. I just felt like the card was just a little bit too slow. But, you know, let's see if it works out for a player in the blue. And especially because it puts Hornet in the grave to where your opponent can possibly answer it. And then, you know, play around it. Because it does kind of reveal what you're running. And he went to go for Stratos. And most likely Stratos is going to add Alias. Unless our player in the blue decides to activate a Effect Veiler, which, in case, that would be a good idea because you can't really use Effect Veiler on E-Heroes too well. So he's going to add Alias to his hand, and that's a pretty standard play, I'd say, for E-Heroes. I mean, it's just either Reinforcement of the Army or Emergency Call, and so that's why I don't really like the Armageddon Knight, because if our player in the blue was playing Mystic Tomato instead, and he was able to get Tomato out, our player in the red wouldn't be able to respond to its summon because it's already on the field. So my guess is the player in the red will add a Skill Drain, unless he already has one. So it looks like he's going to go for Skill Drain. Dark Bribe's also getting popular in E-Heroes just because the deck can set 4 a lot of the times because there's so many good things to set. There's Hero Blast, there's Gemini Spark, and you know, if you are playing Skill Drain, you can run that as well. And so Skill Drain is a card that is continuous though, so MST is a great card to counter it. And so we see a Hornet activating its effect, and our player in the blue should realize it, and we see a Lance come out, and so that will stop the Skill Drain. Just for that turn, and he could pop the Skill Drain now, and that's what I would recommend him doing. I mean, unfortunately, I think our player in the blue, well, he opened up with double Hornets, essentially, because he lured one, so it's really not too bad. I mean, you could allure a Hornet, no problem. And so he's going to get rid of the Skill Drain, but he's kind of he's still like one card, essentially. But he's going to kind of lose control over the field, and I mean, I felt like he could have set Hornet, perhaps. That would have been okay. So this isn't even a plus for a poor Inzektor player because he had to essentially use a Torrential Tribute, which is kind of a power card, I'd say. But, you know, that Alias, our player in the red got for free anyways. So, yeah. And I felt like you should never try to equip Hornet to Hornet unless like it's a play you have to do, and especially when he had Torrential Tribute out, he could have just waited. I felt like he should have saved his Lance for a much bigger play, because if someone has Skill Drain, I feel like if you summon your Dragonfly, they will activate Skill Drain, and in that case you can respond with Lance and kind of take control over the field with there at that point. And I don't understand the point of random space typhooning. I'd much rather wait. I mean, I guess our player in the red could have end phase hit one, but at that point it's still basically a random card, so I really felt our player in the blue, he could have either set MST or saved it. Oh, and Heavy Sword comes out. So that's pretty good, but our player is going to be able to respond to that. Yes, when you set 3, definitely you should have an answer to that. Ooh, and this is a new Inzektor. Its name is Gullo, or Gulho. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation of it, but anyways, he's saying hold on. He might want to change Gemini Spark. But yeah, it's like Gemini Spark. And what this Inzektor does is it allows you to equip it and send it to the graveyard and increase its level by 2. So it's not that bad because it allows Inzektors to go for a first turn play. Because as you guys know, Inzektors right now, as a first turn, you shouldn't be able to hopper. I mean, technically you should, but the judges are ruling it that you cannot activate Hopper first turn, so yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But this will be a good play for a player in the blue if he can pull this off. He is playing Card Trooper, which I did make a Monster Mash variant of Inzektors. So he's going to go point for point the Alias, and he's going to be able to draw one off of Card Trooper's effect. So that will be essentially a +1 for our player in the blue. However, that alias, you know, he does essentially get one of the aliases free, and a Beast King comes out, and a Miracle Fusion. So unless we see a Gores, there's not going to be much our player can do as a response to this. It's going to go for our Shining, and let's see if our player has Gores. Oh, and we see an Effect Veiler come out of that, and I'm not sure if that would make the difference in the game. Yeah, it won't make a difference. Unless he's going to drop Gores. Okay. So, so our player in the blue is playing a different version of Inzektros. Unfortunately, what this card does is, I believe it makes the Inzektor gain 1,000 attack. So, it's interesting because a lot of people are playing this new card. It's called Card D, and basically, you contribute to draw 2 cards, and, yeah. You can't special summon. So, I mean, it could be viable in Inzektors. I mean, if you're going to have an Inzektor on the field, you can just go pop 1, card D, draw 2. Yeah, you could still, I mean, you could still enter your battle phase, right? Oh, no, you have to use it in main phase 1. So technically in main phase 1, you could still activate, you know, like Hornet to pop 1, and then, I mean, if Hornet is on the field and it survives, I guess. So, I mean, you can see how E-Heroes have a relatively good matchup just because that Gemini Spark came out. But I felt like our player in the blue kind of used his Lance too early. I mean, using it just to pop a skill drain, I mean, yes, you need to get rid of skill drain, but you need to be able to pop more with it. You need to be able to use it with, like, Dragonfly, and unfortunately our player in blue just didn't get to draw Dragonfly or Centipede. But that's the thing when you play Card D. It is a card where sometimes you can potentially dead draw it just because you leave your field completely open. And against a deck like E-Heroes, which can be quite aggressive, yeah, I feel like that's kind of, you know, something questionable that you can decide if you want to run. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Agent Eyes White Dragon, signing out.